Hey everybody, welcome to a special edition of AnglerChannel.com video. We got Angler Channel Pro staffer Robbie Digh with us. It's almost the end of the summer, Robbie. Labor Day's coming up. We haven't spoken to you in about 2 months because he's been fishing the Bassmaster Elite Series in 2019. And we want to talk about, you got one more tournament to go. Quickly tell us where that is, when that is.
It's in Wagner, Oklahoma, and I think I'm going to leave here about the 12th. The tournament's that week, then following next week. And you know, been struggling out there, John, but looking forward to maybe getting things turned around in Oklahoma.
Yeah, you know, you started off the season very, very strong. You cashed a check the first couple tournaments. And then I think, you know, we were talking when I was coming up here today on the phone, and, you know, you along with a lot of other anglers, you kind of hit a wall just because this is a job. It's hard.
It is. You know, I want to do it to have fun, which I've been having fun, but you really got to work at it and keep your work ethic, you know, on the water, not other places, and it's difficult too, you know, traveling around, leaving your family. It's definitely a job.
And then there's one other factor, Robbie: competition.
Oh man, those guys they're all hammers.
They're good. Yeah.
My hat's off to Jamie Hartman though for winning last week at Cuyahoga.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So, you know, we're almost to Labor Day. It's been, I think, a really good year for a lot of tournaments. It's been really hot this summer. And I think lake levels were really good in the spring, which helped out a lot. But tell us, what's been the hot bait this year? What bait do you hear more about in 19 than maybe you did in 17 or 18?
You know, it's probably maybe the drop shot and maybe the Ned rig. You know, more of the finesse style baits than the power baits. I would say that's kind of where it's went to this year, is the finesse techniques have definitely outdone the power techniques, John.
As a professional angler now, because you're fishing for a living, I mean, this is the way a lot of you guys live. You got to cash checks. How much more do you study the baits and what's available and based on, I mean, a lot, right?
A lot of the new stuff, you know, it's very important you keep up on it. And you buy some stuff that's not any good, but it's probably 1 out of 10 baits you buy, the new stuff that'll really catch fish and will really help you in competition.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the regional lakes that we talk about usually a lot when we're together. Norman, Murray, High Rock, you know, a lot of these lakes are going to be Kerr, Bugs Island. A lot of these lakes are going to be hosting championships in September, October. What do you expect to see around that time and weight-wise?
Well, you know, we have had a lot of high water, like you said, and the lakes have been fishing pretty well due to that, but you're going to see a slowdown here in September, and it's going to be late October before the fishing really picks back up, because our summer here has been very, very warm, John. But I think you're going to see a good fall. We had a decent winter last year, had some shad die off, and it's going to help the fall fishing this year.
Well, man, I tell you what, we're mighty proud of you. You got one more event to go, and then you start planning for 2020.
Yes.
And it's going to be here before you know it. And folks, whatever you're fishing this Labor Day weekend or championships in September, October, be safe on the water. Good luck in Oklahoma, and we'll see you next week.